All right, so you're photographing a client for a creative portrait and everything's going perfect, then boom, your damn key light is glaring in the glasses covering the iris. What are you going to do? If you're like me, there's so much going on when you're doing these creative composited portraits that I guarantee I'm going to miss something. And if somebody is wearing glasses, I can almost guarantee it's the glares in the glasses that I'm going to miss. Well, if this happens to you, don't worry because I've got you covered. Thanks so much for tuning in to my video today. I'm Jason Olsred, and I am a creative portrait photographer that uses a lot of compositing to create my portrait. Now, before I show you my tricks, my magical tricks to fix that glare in the glasses, hit that like button below if you like this video. And if you like this video, definitely subscribe so you can get more kind of crazy tutorial videos on things that you probably will never use. But if you do, I'm the one that's going to show it to you. Now for the 2 ways that you can fix the glare in the glasses. Well, actually, it's probably more like 3 ways if you just tilt the glasses and position them where the key light doesn't glare into the glasses. But the 2 ways are, first, you can fix the glare in the eyeglasses with 100% artwork using Photoshop, which I'm going to show you. And then secondly, you can also take a different photo. If you capture it in the camera, like I did, I saw that in the camera, I had a glare in the glasses. So I had the model or the customer take off their glasses and photograph them that way. So then I had a reference photo that I could use to superimpose, and I'll show you that way as well. All right, so if you want to know what I could have done in the photography process to make this easier to fix, stay tuned because at the end of this tutorial, I'm going to tell you. All right, so now that we're in Photoshop, I'm going to show you, hopefully show you the 2 ways that we can resolve this glare in the eyeglasses problem that you can see right here in this man's glasses. And so the good thing about this glare is that it's not completely covering everything. We can still see a hint of the iris there. We can also see just a tiny bit of the eyelid right there. So I think artworking this out, we should be able to do it. Anyway, we'll see, okay? The first one, though, that we're going to do is I'm going to take the image that I also photographed at the time when I saw this happening. I'm going to take that image, I'm going to superimpose the eye onto that, all right? So I'm going to go over here to this image here that I took the glasses off, and then I'm going to hit my L for lasso tool, and I'm just going to go around and take my selection, and then I'm just going to Command J, that will copy it. And then I'm just going to convert that to a smart object. And I do that because if I enlarge it or shrink it, I just want to make sure that Photoshop maintains all of my pixels. I'm just going to drag it over here and drop it right there in his eye. Now, the problem that I have here is that this eyeball is looking at a little different angle than this eyeball. Now, that's a problem if he's going to be a significant element in this photograph. It's not a problem because he's not going to be that significant, and it's really not, you're not going to really be able to tell that his eye is going in a different direction. So basically, I'm just going to lower this opacity, and I'm just going to line it up with the other eye. So about right there, and I'm going to bring that opacity back up, and then you can put a layer mask on it, and then go with the B for your brush tool, and then bring it all the way down. Make sure you're at 100% opacity, 100% flow. I would probably do the erase tool just because it's quicker and easier, but this way you have some flexibility here in case you kind of mess up, where the erase tool, you got to back up via Control Z. So right there, I need to come back in and just paint that back in right there. So right there, I would go with this. I think this looks just fine. You can tell when you get up really close and look at it in detail that this eyeball is going at a different angle than this eyeball, But when he is just a smaller feature in a portrait that I do, you're not going to be able to tell. So really you have to dictate what you want to do there with that. And if you want that eye to line up exactly with the other eye and that type of thing. But for me, I'm good with that. Now, let's go in here and let's copy, or let's go ahead and take this, and we can actually use this image here. Let's just pretend we didn't take another image, all right? So we don't have another image to use. We're going to use this image only in artwork in the eye. So I'm basically going to come over here now on my main image. So I need to repair this part of the eye here. Now I could go in here and I could clone stamp and do all that kind of stuff, but I think what I want to do is I just want to come over here and take a selection from there and Command J to copy it. And then I'm just going to bring that over here. And then I'm going to Command T to transform it. And I'm just going to go turn it there. Hopefully try to get it somewhere within the realm of where I need it to be. I'm just going to go ahead and transform it again. And let's distort it. And so we're just going to bring that over and just kind of artwork it in there. Let's say right there. Now it's not looking too bad. I'm not a big fan of this dark area here, which is what you see over here, but I'm okay with it for what we're doing. I'm just going to take my erase tool. I'm going to erase out all the other stuff that's around it here, right there. And I could come in here. Let's go ahead and let's attach a layer on top of that eyeball for right now. And let's take our clone stamp. And I'm just going to come in here and just clone stamp a little bit of that dark out. So right there, I think that's looking pretty decent right there for that part of it. And then I'm going to take another layer there and let's just try to clone stamp this just a little bit there. One more there. And then let's take our lasso tool, go over to our main image, and let's lasso this part of the eyelid and see if that will work for us over here at the other side. If we take that and let's just go ahead and flip it horizontally, and let's just come in right roughly in that area there. And then I'm going to take my erase tool and I'm going to come in here and just erase out a little bit there and then right up there. So his eye is looking closer to where it should be, although I think his eyes might be a little jacked up anyway, but I think that's looking pretty decent there. And then I'm just going to come in here with my clone stamp and just start working in this area here. And I don't mind overlapping the glasses because we can go back and change that out a little bit and fix it. Let's just come in there, just like that. And then we're going to hit our erase tool and we're going to erase it off of the glasses here. I don't mind the glare being on the glass rims like that, but right there is not looking too bad. I think, we're at 700% on that. So we're seeing the pixels, all the pixels, but if you zoom out, even to that point right there, that's looking pretty good. So you can see with a little bit of artwork, a little bit of time, that you can actually fix this eye even without having another photo. Now, I fixed it because I had another photo. I noticed it in camera that I had a glare. And so I had him take the glasses off and I shot another photo of him without the glasses because I knew I could use that eye to reference for fixing that glare. But I think this looks really good. This might actually look better than, let's see. So if we go in here and group those together there, that might actually look better than that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below and let me know which one of these two methods you like better. If you like the one where we artworked it in, or if you like the one where we took the other photo and transposed it on there. All right, so how was that for fixing that glare in the eyeglasses? That funky, stupid glare that I always miss. Now, Like I promised, if you want to know what I could have done in the photography process to make this even better, once I saw that I had a glare in the glasses, I could have, one, just tilted the glasses and the light would not have glared in it. Or two, when I had him take off the glasses, and I didn't even think about this, but when I had him take off the glasses, I should have referenced the camera and where he was looking and had him look at the identical same way. I saw it happen. I just had him take off the glasses and repose, and he did it. It looks pretty good. He just wasn't looking exactly where he was before. So I would have used the old photo or the original photo with the glasses on and the glare to reference where he was looking, and then I photographed him without the glasses looking in the same way. It would have been super easy just to cut it out, pop it in, and done. It would have looked really good, and the eyes would be focusing on the same area. As it is, he's such a small character in this big portrait that you really won't notice the eyes at all and the fact that they're just a little bit off. So not a huge deal, but I like to learn something every time and make it better for the next one. So that's what I would have done different. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video today. I hope you learned something that you can just tuck away in your Photoshop toolbox and use at some point when you screw up and get a glare in the eyeglasses as well. All right, so I will see you next time on The Creative Portrait.